Okay, how we doing out there? First things first, my name's Kenneth Bird. I'm the creator of Supreme Ambient Light Rejection Screen Paint or Supreme Ambient Light Technology Screen. So, this is the first step when it comes to priming a fabric screen. As I told you before, that the only surface that I would prime is a fabric surface due to the fact that a fabric surface is going to soak in screen paint or the paint that we design, and the screen may show up blotchy. So in order to get rid of that blotchy look to your screen, you want to prime it. And you don't have to have primer. You don't have to have a special kind of primer. You can use any sort of paint that you may have in your basement, cellar, wherever it may be at, to basically prime your screen. This is just everyday house paint. That's what I'm using right now. So the object of doing this is so that the screen absorbs in as much paint as possible without using the main paint, which will be our technology, and that way we can get rid of any blotches that may pop up on the screen, any streaks, any of that nonsense, because the screen's going to absorb all that paint. So, first thing, like I said, for me, I've always put 2 coats. The first coat is always hardest to add on. Let me turn the fan off for a minute. So the first coat, it's always harder to apply because the screen is going to move. It's fabric. It's going to move all over the place. So what you want to do is, of course, you want to put down, if you're doing it inside the house or outside, you want to put down a huge piece of plastic or tarp. And you want to make sure, if you're doing this inside the house, that you want to tape the tarp down, because you don't want this shifting under your feet when you're painting. That's the last thing you want. So make sure you tape down all your areas. Now what I do is, the area where I'm going to have the fan at, I would tape it here and then tape it all the way across here so the screen doesn't push up, because I know I have the fan blowing across it. So this is 2 coats of everyday white paint. And then once this is dried, then I'll apply the Supreme Black Ambient Light Rejection right on top of it. And then that'll be it. And it's not going to take a lot of paint, because the screen's not going to absorb any paint whatsoever when I apply the 12 on top of it, because it's already absorbed just about as much paint as it could when I added the 2 coats. So this is what the back of it looks like. I told you it soaks right on through. And you want to make sure you have plastic down, because keep in mind, if you paint this on your floor, it will seep through the screen and it will make contact with the floor. So you just want to make sure you have some plastic underneath of it, so you don't have to worry about jacking up your floors, which I don't want to do in here. All right, so this is just part 1, real quick, real fast. And usually what I do too is, if you're drying out the screen, you may want to put something, after it dries on top, you may want to put something under the screen, because you want airflow to travel under the screen, because keep in mind, even though the top layer may be dry, the bottom of it could still be wet. So if you were to paint over it and you were to press a little bit on it, you may push some of that wet paint right up against that black, and you might basically damage the screen. So make sure, this is what I do. I just turn my fan on, and then I lift it up just a little bit. See how the air is pushing underneath of it, like that? And I just tie a little rope from here to here to allow the air to flow under the screen. That dries the screen from the top, the bottom, and the top at the same time. Little trick, dry your screen even faster. Now once this is fully dried, I got plenty of time. I'll be outside around 7 o'clock. I did some trimming out there early this morning, cleaning up out there in the front. We're going to do an outdoor demonstration with the screen. This screen is about 120 inches, so it should fit perfectly outside. The grommets that I have, well, not the grommets, the ties that I have will not fit. They'll fit on the gate, but they won't fit on this pole that I have here. My pillar here won't fit. So what I had to do is, I had to get some of my bungee cords downstairs and just cut the other edge off, so I can tie that around the grommets, and then basically just hook it up again around the wall. So that's long enough for me to get the job done. So it'll be dry pretty soon. Now I'm going to do the paint on demonstration live here on YouTube. I thought I'd just show you the first part of it, of the process. And then after that, it's pretty much, it'll be pretty much done. Now keep in mind, like I said, when you first paint this, the fabric is going to move a lot. So what you want to do is, you want to basically try to get your corners first, because once it's wet, it's going to dry even better. Hey, how you doing? And then what you want to do is you just want to push your roller out. You don't want to go back and forth. If you go back and forth, what's going to happen is the material is going to get wrapped around the roller and it's going to bring it back at you. You just push forward, push forward, push forward, push forward. And then when you get here, you just bring it down and bring it down and bring it down and bring it down. Don't worry about paint strokes because you're painting over this. You're just laying the foundation. That's it. But it's very easy to apply. Once you get the first one on, the second coat is easy. Second coat's a light coat. So once this dry, I'll come back in again, and then we'll be using, let's step over this for a minute. We'll be using our Supreme 12 Ambient Light Rejection Screen Paint. All ready to go once this is finished. So it's not going to take long. As for rollers, as I told you, you don't have to spend a lot of money for rollers. Cheap pack of rollers right here. This is all I'm going to use to apply the screen. That's it. I think my neighbors are going to get a kick out of this one. This might blow their mind. I guarantee you they'll be solid to play for a little while. And watch a movie. Let them watch a movie off of it. Not the whole thing, but some of it. Last time I did a movie, I got the whole. Usually they give me a partial block. I got the whole thing blocked, so I'm not going to show too much, but I'll show something over there. They're curious what I'm putting out there. They saw me out there with the material and everything, so I'm pretty sure they think I'm going to put a screen up there, and I am. It's going to be pretty cool. I'm going to bring the sound bars and everything outside, and we'll set it up. All right, so I'll be back probably, give me about an hour or so, because I got some things to take care of around here. I got some tracking numbers I got to take care of, and I got to process a few orders for tomorrow, and I'll be back in, and then we'll paint the screen in, and then actually I got to come in 3 times, but the screen has to dry first. After I paint, it's going to have to dry first, which will be a lot faster than this. So once I paint it and dry, next time I'll be back on, I'll be doing the demonstration. So it'll be 3 parts to this. It'll be the priming, the painting, and then we'll do the demonstration, okay? All right, so I'll be back in a few, and forgot what I was about to say. Sorry about that. I'm tired. Anyway, be safe and be blessed. I'll be back in, okay? All right, gotta go.